Hey, welcome to the Morning Mix podcast. This morning we learned that a lot of you are gearing up for teacher-parent or parent-teacher conferences, including me.
Yeah. Penis.
Yeah, that's looking forward to that. We also gave you a Thursday Threestyle all about trick-or-treating, because here we are a few days ahead of Halloween.
Yeah, penis.
Yeah, that came in there with your weenus. That's all next on the Morning Mix podcast. In Venice Beach, California, they've introduced ice bath speed dating. You and a potential partner get into an ice bath across from one another. So you're like knee to knee, toe to toe, whatever. And you have 3 minutes. Then you got to get out of the ice bath. The goal, of course, to survive. And then also to find love. But you're kind of in survival mode, so your guard is down. It's kind of an interesting idea. As Whip pointed out, you can do it here for about 4 months a year just by walking outside.
That's all it is.
Not bad. So what is the number one question that you would ask if you were speed dating? We got a lot of great options coming in. 815, how often do you call your mother?
Oh.
Kind of interesting. Tells you a lot about a person, about their relationship with mom. 708, now is that just shrinkage?
Oh.
It's kind of nice.
It's a really cool bath. I mean, come on.
Yeah, what can you do?
The water.
Right,
You got to be nice about that.
If it's not run, dear God, can you imagine? 219, do you like Michael Jordan, and what do you think of his sneakers? Yeah, fair. Fair. Because then you want to know if they're worried that you're spending too much money on them. That's important to know. What celebrity would you like to be spanked by? Yes, that came up yesterday
Very
morning.
Important question.
Similar question. 815, hey, does this rag smell like chlorophyll? Sure. These are the questions that you... Wow, look, I'm just reciting what's being submitted. Here we go. 773. What is your favorite Nickelback song?
Is it a trick question? Like
I
if
don't
they
know.
have one, then they're out? Right.
Here we go. 630. List 3 adjectives that best describe you. Myself? Oh, my God.
Yeah. And then you can see if they know what an adjective
Yeah,
is.
that's
Right?
first
It's
test.
kind of wild.
Yeah.
630. Hey, do you like cats? Do you like Taylor Swift? I can tell a lot about you whether or not you like cats or Taylor Swift.
Okay.
That's a lot. 312, with no prep at all, I would just fire off whatever's on the top of my head. Oh, why'd your hair look like that? Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh. Be a lot. Do you still live at home with your parents? Do you have kids? What do you do for work? Are you a felon?
Is
It's
that the
all
same
one
person?
question.
Oh, wow.
There's only one question mark, so. What question would you ask when speed dating? You have 3 words. Describe yourself. That's interesting. These are my top 5 questions when speed dating in this order. Do you smoke? Do you cook? Do you clean? Do you snore? How often do you like to do it?
Man.
Okay.
Watch
That's
out.
very
Really
thorough.
quick. That's a lot. And by then you know. And then your 3 minutes are up. What's your guilty pleasure food? 708. Kind of nice. Okay. What's the nicest thing that you've ever done for someone else? When speed dating.
I like it.
Do you believe in Bigfoot? Says 815. 815, here's the question I would ask. What's your favorite font?
What's your...
Because a
That's
lot.
hilarious.
Papyrus. Really.
Whoa.
Cubs or White Sox?
Okay.
Very common in this area. Did you also lose a bet? Or, as they spelled it, did you also lose a bet? I don't know. Maybe that's the question. It could be. And finally, from a 773 and many others, if I were speed dating, the number one question I would ask is, do you have a urine glass? So there we go.
Yeah.
Lots of people sending that one in from
Yep.
yesterday morning around this time. When Whip regaled us with the story of one of the classic rock jokers
Yeah.
in the hallway. He walked with his Dunkin' cup, and the guy said, hey, what's that, man? Your urine glass? And even he knew. Oh, sorry, man. I'm out of gas already.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Hopefully he was proud of himself.
If you want to continue the conversation, head to our Mix Facebook page at 1019 Mix Chicago, and you can let us know if you were speed dating. What's the first question, the best question that you would want to ask? Thank God I've never had to do that. Boy, knock on wood.
Yeah, seriously.
We did have somebody who said that they met their husband speed dating, though.
Oh.
Yeah, let me see. And the first question they asked was, what do you do on a normal Sunday? And that's how they learned that they're both into auto racing together. So see?
Wow.
And then she said, well, it would teach me too. Are you out partying all weekend and Sunday's like recovery day, or do you make the most of a Sunday?
Right. Or do you continue to party?
You just keep partying?
Yeah.
From Chicago to your device, this is the Morning Mix Podcast.
Katherine Schwarzenegger is married to Chris Pratt. Her parents, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver, dropped off a bin filled with trophies, to which Chris Pratt was like, do we have to hang on to these? Do I need to share with the world that you are the best 4th grade problem-solving superstar and that you're the most improved 2-year-old in swim class? You got to hang on to the trophies. And maybe not the ones that are just for like the normal stuff, but you hang on to the ones that are for those unique moments in your life. You're not going to believe what kind of trophies we have. Hi, Amy. Good morning. How are you today?
Hi, good morning. I'm good, thanks.
We are in the presence of greatness. I did not realize, Amy. What do you have a trophy for?
So I have a trophy from our Lake House Summer Association for putting the most gas into my pontoon boat.
Now, is this over the course of the summer?
Yes, it is. So we live in a mobile park association up in Wisconsin in the summer, and we have our own gas pump for the association.
Wow. Oh, right. Okay.
So they keep track of who buys the gas and how much gas you buy. And at the end of the season, they give an award for the person who spent the most money on gas.
You paid a lot for that trophy.
Yes, and we've won the trophy several times, unfortunately, as well.
Wow.
Okay, is it throughout the whole summer they're keeping track, or just one big fill up?
It is the whole summer.
Wow. Now, Amy, I don't want to get too personal, but can you give us a ballpark? What are we talking about on a summer for filling up that pontoon boat?
Oh my goodness. Probably close to 1,000. I have 2 teenage boys that absolutely love tubing, and they will just tube for hours on end.
You can tube with a pontoon boat?
Oh, yeah, that thing gets going. Just yank those kids back there. Hope for the best.
Wow.
Pretty wild. All right, so Amy's out there buying a trophy, basically, by pumping so much gas because of her teen boys. Hi, Francesca. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is your husband. He's got a unique trophy. What's it for?
Oh, here's multiple. It's for fantasy football.
All
Now,
right.
what do these trophies look like? Are they legit, or does somebody make them? Because, I see that in fantasy football a lot.
We
It's
made them.
Okay, great. So what's your
We
favorite?
made them, absolutely.
What does it look like, your favorite one?
Oh, well, we currently have a sheathed knife.
A sheathed knife. That's heavy
Oh,
duty.
yes, it is quite large.
Might
It
I
is like a
suggest
saber almost.
this year a bronzed jockstrap?
Oh, you know what? That's a great suggestion. I'm going to go ahead. Each of their games does have their own separate trophy, so I feel like we could offer that for one of the other ones. This knife is specific to their sibling rivalry game, but each of them has a different representation, if you will.
So every weekend they have
strap.
every weekend they have a different competition happening, like a crosstown classic type thing, but every weekend in their league?
I don't know that it's every weekend. There's like one game per season that they do this for.
Okay.
And then I have to etch it every year for the winner.
That's impressive.
Sounds so happy about
she's
that.
like, I'm glad I get to do that.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Hi, Heather. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing really well. Sounds like you have an amazing husband because he gave you a trophy?
Yes, because growing up, I was never super athletic, and I would get ribbons for spelling bees and things like that. But I never in my life got a trophy. So we were married for a few years, and he said, "Heather, you never got a trophy." He had one made for me and gave it to me as a gift.
Aww.
That's awesome. What does it say on it?
It just has my name on it, and it's just like a person standing, kind of like a Golden Globe kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool. Best Heather ever
Yeah.
award was granted to Heather by her husband. That's really sweet. Hi, Terry. How are you this morning?
Great. How are you?
We're doing really well. This is a little cheesy, but what did you get the trophy for?
I have a trophy for winning my age group in the World Championship cheese curd throw.
The World Championship cheese curd throw. Now, break this down for us. Are you throwing them with your hands or with your mouth? Like, how are you throwing cheese curds?
Nope, you are throwing them with your hands. They're the raw cheese curds. It was up in Colby, Wisconsin during their Cheese Day festival.
Never would have guessed that.
Yeah, and
That's a weird match.
The trophy has a cow on top.
So how far can you throw a cheese curd?
Oh, I think it was maybe like 20 feet.
20 feet.
Okay.
And are you throwing it overhand or are you kind of whipping it underhand like when you're playing bags?
Overhand.
Overhand. And had you
Yeah.
practiced for this? Are you prepared for this? Or were you guys just happen to be in town and you're like, yeah, I'll enter?
I absolutely was not prepared at all.
Wow. And it's a world championship?
Yep.
This is crazy.
That's what they
Yeah.
told me.
That's
what
what
the
they
trophy
said.
says.
Go with it.
That's what the trophy says.
Can't argue.
You're listening to the Morning Mix podcast.
Yesterday, I was informed at Aftercare that our daughter has been calling a lot of the kids penises. So we're going to figure that one out today, I'm sure. What was the conversation that you had at the parent-teacher conference? We got a 630. I had to discuss two boys that were sword fighting in the bathroom at parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, no.
What's funny about that is Whip and I just had this conversation with our boss yesterday.
That is true.
Apparently, it's a no-no,
Right.
even at the adult level. I mean,
Not supposed to do it.
We're consenting adults with swords, and we fight, and what of it?
We just got to not talk about it so much, so
Yeah.
loud. I think that's probably the key.
Also, for the record, we're having lightsaber duels. And
Right.
I just want to make sure people aren't,
It's a little different.
Yeah, the sword fighting's passe.
Yes. What
That's
are we
what's
in? What
important.
are we in the Crusades?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Exactly.
What do we
I
think
wish
we
we
are?
were sometimes.
Yeah.
I wish we were.
But parents and teachers alike, you're all gearing up for the parent-teacher conferences. It's that season, here we are. And maybe you have to share some very uncomfortable, some very unique, some very interesting conversations with the teachers and the parents.
Well, do you think your daughter will be at the...
No.
No.
It's just parents and teachers.
Parents? Okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I used to hate going along with the parents.
She'll be sitting in the hallway because we got to take care of her. But
That's
she
right.
won't be
Yeah.
in the room.
I don't think I've ever experienced it where the kid goes. So
No,
the
I
kid
don't-
sits
not
in
in
the
my
hall
experience.
if they
They-
don't have a babysitter.
They
Yeah.
do now.
They do
They
now?
do
As
sometimes.
they get older, because then it's part of like a learning experience.
Oh,
It's
right.
so
okay.
awkward.
As you get older.
It's
Yeah.
like the two people that can
Yeah.
like punish you in one room at the same time.
We're going to have you audit this
Yeah.
meeting.
Can't wait for you guys to squeeze into those little preschool chairs and get
Oh,
get the
yeah.
news.
That's
yeah,
fun.
It's going to be
Nothing
great.
like getting news when you're sitting in a tiny chair.
100%. It's very exciting.
Really fun.
Hi, Megan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing well. Now, were you the parent or the teacher in this situation?
The parent.
Okay. And what was the conversation at the PTC?
So we were sitting there for her conference, and the teacher was telling us that she was, they were sitting on the carpet for play time or for some sort of time, and she said it happened in slow motion, and she looked over and she saw my daughter lean in and kiss another young boy on the carpet.
So she's been kissing boys on the carpet.
Yeah, she's kissing boys on the carpet at 5 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's just showing her love and appreciation,
Yes. Imagine my surprise. My husband and I were just like, we were floored. We're like, oh, this, as you said,
Yeah.
was not something I was expecting to hear today.
She didn't learn it from us. We don't kiss. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. So Megan's daughter is kissing boys on the carpet. Hi, Lee. Good morning.
Good morning.
Lee, this was your son. Now, what happened?
Well, he heard Dad have a conversation with his friend, and Dad dropped the F-bomb, so he decided to go to school the next day, and every single sentence was F this and F that, and this is effing this, and this is effing that.
Wow. So,
Using it right.
in his defense, he's using it correctly, right?
He definitely is using it correctly.
Okay.
That's not the point. Point is, he should not be saying that.
That's true, but I wouldn't remove the fact though that at least he has the cognitive knowledge to understand when to use it. You got to be a little bit of pride there, right, Lee? A little bit.
No, because we had a whole conversation with him, and then he walked down the stairs as 4-year-olds do, 2 steps at a time, 1, 2, 1, 2, saying, Dad had effing conversation with me because I effing used the effing word, and I'm not effing supposed to use the effing
Wow, he's really holding on to it.
doubled down.
Yeah, he's just going to keep it going.
This may be permanent.
That's a lot. Hi, Edie.
Yes. Hi, Edie.
Hi, Edie. How are you this morning?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
We're doing really, really well. Now, Edie, what did your son do at the school?
So this was a after-school baking class. They were baking bread, and after kneading the dough and making everything from scratch, the kids were supposed to go and wash their hands in a bucket so all of that dough didn't go down the sink.
Right.
Well, my son proceeded to, instead of washing his hands, he couldn't make it to the bathroom on time, and he proceeded to pee in the bucket.
Look no further. We found him. We found the champion. Edie's son peed in the bucket in the middle of class.
That they were supposed to wash their hands
That's
in.
right. Well, it's sterile.
Needless
Edie.
to say, they didn't wash their hands in there anymore, and
Yep.
he was like, I had to go, and I couldn't wait, and there was a bucket, and I just went.
What can you do?
You're listening to the Morning Mix podcast.
There's a couple of women who made sexy ghost costumes. I almost said sexy boo costumes, but their boobs are part of the costume.
Yeah.
'Cause what they did was they took the sheets, they put the sheets over their head, and then they cut out little holes for their breasticles, and those became the eyes of the ghost.
Yeah.
And now they're out there. They are. They're
Yeah.
out jiggling because they make the eyes look like googly eyes, Whip, because they put them right on
Yeah.
the front of the
Exciting.
lapel.
So your face is covered. You're incognito.
Right.
It's
There.
mesmerizing, hypnotizing
Yeah.
even. You can't look away.
No, you can't.
Those eyes are moving.
Depending on who's looking over your shoulder, though, you might want to look away. You made the costume sexy. 312-233-1019. We got a bunch of texts. Some included photos that I dare not open on a company computer. 312-233-1019. You had to make the costume sexy. And it harkens back to the days of Mean Girls when all you really had to do was put ears on top of your head. What the hell? That's all it takes. Just ears and a sexy outfit. The Morning Mix. Hi, who is this?
Hi there, this is Kate.
Hi, Kate. You made a costume sexy, and it's a bit of a surprise.
Oh, no. It was not me. I was at a party.
Okay.
And somebody showed up as a sexy Grinch.
The sexy Grinch.
Ooh.
Okay.
It was terrible.
Oh.
It was terrible. So in the photo that you sent us, which I can send, we'll put it up on the Mix Instagram story. It's sort of the full Grinch costume, but then where the breast would be, it appears that we have some red ornaments hanging there.
Yes.
And that's what's making the Grinch sexy. And then the Grinch has on kind of like a sexy bottoms.
Well, I guess we can call them that.
They're like velvet shorts that are very snug. And it's a male Grinch, sexy male Grinch.
He's got some handcuffs.
All green, right?
All green.
Okay.
Oh, he's
all
a
green.
fuzzball.
It's a whole thing. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. I'm a little worried about the hair.
It scarred her.
Yeah, that's a little
I'm
intense.
actually enjoying it too much, I think.
This might be too much. Hi, Paul. Good morning.
Good morning.
You actually constructed a sexy outfit. Do I have that right?
Yes.
And who was that for, Paul?
I made that for my wife.
And what'd you make her?
So we did a version of that ghost and sheep costume. So I took a T-shirt. We took a little ghost and painted the bottom half of the ghost like a bee, and then I took a bee and put it on the other nipple and glued it on both nipples of the shirt. And then she's going as Boo Bee.
Boo Bee.
Oh, my.
I don't know why that scared me when I heard it.
We both jumped.
Now, Paul, I want to understand this right. So you did not cut out any windows for her breasts, but rather they're glued to the T-shirt.
Yeah, just took a shirt.
Okay.
Took a shirt and glued a ghost on one side and a bee on the other side.
And then are you going to be like a beekeeper to go along with it?
That's not a bad idea, but no, I was going as a scary clown, as a killer clown.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, my God.
I like that Paul had all this thought for his wife, and then he's
Yeah.
like, I'll just be it. Yeah, see you later.
Mm-hmm.
So Paul made his wife a sexy costume.
Boo-bee.
And it's like boobies.
Boo Bee.
We did get another text from a 708. I'm going to be going for a sexy minion. My husband will be Groot.
Oh, wow.
Or Gru. I'm sorry, Gru, not Groot.
Yeah.
Gru,
Gru
just
is the
Gru. Sorry.
minion's
It came
boss.
through as GREW, but I know it's GRU.
Yeah,
Anyway.
GRU.
I'm
Steve
going to
Carell.
change my shirt, though, because I need more cleavage.
Oh.
You always do.
Yo, you can never go wrong.
Yeah.
Gru loves that.
He does.
From Chicago to your device, this is the Morning Mix Podcast.
Time now for your Thursday Threestyle. We ask you for 3 words on a given topic. We take those 3 words and we put them into a song live on the air. Please welcome to the Morning Mix, Dan. Good morning, Dan.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
We're doing well, Dan. Have you heard us do a Thursday Threestyle before?
Yes, I have. It's an awesome segment. Love it.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so nice of you.
So, Dan.
Dan, are you planning to do some trick-or-treating this Halloween season?
I'm a little bit too old for that.
Oh, man.
Gonna hand out some candy?
Oh, definitely.
Okay,
definitely doing candy.
What town do you live in, Dan?
I live in Alsip.
Okay, Alsip. So we got Dan and Alsip. Dan, we need 3 words that come to mind when we say trick or treating. What are those 3 words, Dan?
Okay, I'm going to go with candy corn,
Candy corn.
scarecrow,
Oh, my God.
and goblin.
Okay.
Goblin.
Goblin is great.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it a little easy for you guys.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you went with goblin?
Yeah. Rhymes with a million things. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I don't know. Dan, all right, my man, we are going to give it a shot right now. We're going to find out if we can rhyme and work into a song. Candy corn, scarecrow, and goblin. Dan, stay right there. Don't go anywhere. When I say the right word, Nikki's going to ring this bell. And now it is time for your Thursday Threestyle. This is Trick or Treating. Yeah. Boo. Yeah. Okay, let's hope for the best. Hey, nice costume, what you gonna go as? Watch out, I can see both cheeks of your ass. Hey man, that costume looks more like porn. You can't have this candy, you can have candy corn. Whoa, I'm getting really scared. I gotta run here and then I gotta run there. I got lost in all these corn rows. I can't find the way out, man. Where is the scarecrow? Hey, I twisted my knee, it hurts. What should I do? I'm Ernie, my friend is Bert. I'm out here and I'm hobbling. Now guess what? I look like a little goblin. Hey, hey,
there we go,
let's
goblin.
get some trick or treats. Hey, hey, I want some trick or treats. Hey, hey, everybody, get some trick or treats. Hey, hey, let's get some trick and treats. Hey, hey, I want some trick or treats. Hey, hey, put your hands in the air on the Kennedy. Hey, hey, I want some trick or treats. Hey, hey, I want some trick or treats.
Woo!
All right, Dan, there you go, my man. Little trick-or-treating for you.
Oh, guys, you were awesome. I didn't think you'd sneak that word goblin in there, but you did a great job.
Thank you. I had to blow out my knee to get there, but it worked out.
Hobbling goblin.
Hobbling
Yeah.
goblin. We also, I don't know that we've ever had one that had the words ass cheeks and Bert and Ernie in it, but somehow we found our way. Dan, thank you so much for your 3 words. Your 3 words just got you dinner for 2 at EMA.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yes. $100 gift certificate. You can get a lot more than 3 things
That's
there.
right.
You're going to be good. Let Us Entertain You restaurant. It's a Mediterranean restaurant in Chicago's River North area showcasing a California style of cooking.
Dan, that's a classy joint, so make sure you cover up both your ass cheeks, okay?
I will do that. Thank you so much, guys. It's been great.
Thank you, Dan. Have an awesome Halloween. There we go. We are out there, and we are trick-or-treating.
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done.
The Morning Mix Podcast.
A survey was done according to Mental Floss. They have determined the top 6 most popular Halloween songs. And it's time for us to dive headfirst right into them as if we're bobbing for apples at your uncle's party. So here we go. These are your top 6 most popular Halloween songs. Coming in at number 6, featuring quietly, uncredited, Michael Jackson on backup vocals.
Oh, nice.
Rockwell, Somebody Is Watching Me.
Okay, I know this is weird. And if you were listening for the last hour, you heard that the guy from LMFAO is the son of the Motown founder,
Barry Gordy.
So is Rockwell.
Yes!
That's I'm not even kidding.
No!
You can Google it.
What?
I know. How would that ever come up even once? But twice?
I don't know how many kids Barry Gordy had, but we hit a couple of them.
Yeah.
And it's pretty nuts.
Let's wait and see how much.
Who's Barry Gordy?
He was
Founder
the
of
founder
Motown.
of Motown,
Of Motown.
Records,
Yeah.
right? So like in the 50s or 60s, I guess. And yeah, there you go.
He's from a city called Detroit.
Yeah.
Violeta. It's
No wonder
from
you know
Detroit.
everything about his life.
He's got 8 children.
I get a feeling
These
that
are 2 of them.
I have a feeling a guy connected to him might appear again on this list.
Really? Okay.
In at number 5, the most popular Halloween songs of all time. You better put the throttle down when you're riding on the highway to hell. AC/DC, baby.
Okay.
In at number 4 on the most popular Halloween songs of all time. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Time Warp.
Yeah. Doing the time warp.
In at number 3 on the most popular Halloween songs of all time. Thank you, Tim Burton and Danny Elfman. Please enjoy from the citizens of Halloween from The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is Halloween. It's my next-door neighbor Milo's favorite song. Shout out to Milo. This
How old is Milo?
Milo's about 6. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. So there you go. In at number 2, the most popular Halloween songs of all time. You're probably thinking to yourself, why is it at number 1? I'm confused because Barry Gordy, I think, might have gotten some points on the back end on this one.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's Thriller in at number 2. In at number 2, which leaves only one. What will the number 1 song be? Most popular Halloween songs, Nikki Shumnato.
That was my number.
Right?
That was my
You would
guess.
think, right?
Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party.
Wow, good one.
Wow.
Good
Wait,
one.
Danny Elfman was in Oingo Boingo,
He
right?
is
Was.
Oingo Boingo.
Yeah.
He
That's
is
true.
Oingo Boingo. All right, Whip, what's your guess?
I think I'm going to get it. Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. You should
That's
always
a
think
good
you're going to get
one.
it because you can get it anytime.
I don't think this is the answer, but Disturbia, Rihanna.
Disturbia Rihanna.
Another good one.
Happy to tell you all that none of you are correct.
Wow, really?
In at number 1, the most popular Halloween song of all time, according to Mental Floss, is Monster Mash.
Oh.
Wow. There you go, Monster Mash. By that boy and that man, Bobby Pickett. There it is at number 1.
The Morning Mix Flash Briefing with Violeta.
This one's for all the documentary and mob lovers out there. Netflix just dropped Get Gotti. John Gotti was the head of the Gambino crime family in New York City. He is considered one of the most powerful and dangerous mob bosses during his peak. It interviews people from both sides of the law. There are 3 episodes up already, and it is trending right now.
Mm-hmm. He was Teflon Don, right? Was that Gotti?
Yeah, John Gotti.
The Teflon Don.
He always would skate on things.
They could never get anything to stick on him.
Yeah.
Until they did.
You guys are all mob.
Yeah.
It was Teflon Don. He would skate.
What are you going to do?
You guys are all...
Hey, let's talk in the shower.
Yes.
Shower.
Talk.
That's what. Okay, thank you.
That's right. Let that be a lesson to you kids. If a mobster asks you to have a conversation in a shower, run the other way.
Also, kids, if anyone asks you to have a conversation in a shower, please run.
Doesn't matter. Exactly.
And from a mob boss to someone who might want to be a made man, there's a guy trending online after offering a couple of what he calls intellectual insults for next time somebody annoys you.
I can only explain it to you. I can't understand it for you. Nice, right? Well, how about, I envy everyone you have never met. That's deep. How about, you're like the end pieces of a loaf of bread. Everybody touches you, but nobody wants you. Ooh, that hurts.
That hurts.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one. And in at number 1, Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton's duet "Islands in the Stream" 1983 song is trending all over TikTok because, yes, Nikki?
Beckham.
Yes, Beckham documentary is out. And in the last final episode, the Beckhams, Victoria and David Beckham, are dancing to this classic. And they're kind of talking about everything, reviewing everything that they talked about in this documentary, their struggles, their ups, their downs, and basically how they found to be in tune with each other by the end of it all. So there's also the Beckham Dance Challenge right now, which isn't copying their dance moves, but just getting your partner dancing to the Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton song to see how you guys can be in sync or in unison.
Oh, interesting.
It's cute. And he's like holding a pint while he's doing it. It's a really unique scene. That's why I haven't thought of that song in forever.
No.
And then when you hear it and you see that scene, you're like, wow, it's really neat.
It is. It's a cute little bond that they have. And at first they're not in step. And then they kind of find their way together, which is like,
Poetry.
a symbolic thing with the whole documentary.
Wow.
Teflon Don, that's your flash briefing.
All right, thank you for joining us for the Morning Mix podcast. Make sure you rate, review, like, and follow this podcast. You can also follow us on social at 1019 Mix Chicago. And we will see you tomorrow on the Morning Mix.